So I actually walked off them. I was like, so you look kind of old, can I actually across the street? Took me a second to realize who I was.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight for our Village of Alsip board meeting. Today's February 1st, 2021, and we'll call this meeting order at 7:30 p.m. Can you call the roll, please?
Yes, Trustee Delzell.
Here.
Trustee Zielinski.
Here.
Trustee Juarez. Here. Trustee McLaughlin. Here. Trustee Murphy.
Here.
Trustee Nava Esparza. Here. Mayor Ryan.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, before we start with our reports, we had a bid opening tonight. This is to remove, prep, and install all the existing common area carpeting, including but not limited to the hallways, staircases, vestibules, passageways at the Heritage 1 and 2 apartment complexes.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Ryan. There were 4 proposals that were received. Part of the requirement was that all the bidders had to walk through the spaces before they bid. Roger Early, Building Commissioner, has confirmed that. Also, they were, it wasn't included in the bid documents, but they were instructed to give a price per Heritage 1, per Heritage 2, and a final, and they were to include a bid bond. Roger Early has instructed me to just read the total and confirm that a bid bond has been included. So the first one we received is from Mazzini, Mazzarni, M-A-Z-A-R-I-N-I, and I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing it terribly, Mazzarini, Inc., Incorporated, 100 South Buffalo Grove Road, Suite 208, Buffalo Grove, Illinois, 60089. They have included a bid bond, and the complete project bid dollar amount is $317,683.33. That is 317,683.33. The second bid received is from Affordable Flooring, LLC. I will need to open it to provide the address. Affordable Flooring Direct is located at 1670 South Eastwood Drive, Woodstock, Illinois, 60098. They have included a bid bond, and their total for the project is $227,860. Again, that is 227,860.00. The third proposal received was from Midway Flooring. Again, their address is not on the outside, so I need to open the document to provide it. Midway Flooring is located at 10216 Werch, W-E-R-C-H Drive, Suite 114, Woodridge, Illinois, 60517. I do not see a bid bond included with this documentation, and they have not provided a grand total. Mr. Early, would you like me to read the individuals that they've included?
Yes, please.
Thank you. They have it broken out. There are 10 lines to read. I'm sorry. CPT-1 has a total of $21,576 even. CPT-2 has a total of $195,270 even. Adhesive has a total of $6,210 even. Demo has a total of $51,000 even. Floor prep has a total of $96,900 even. Carpet tile installation has a total of $44,431. Carpet stairs installation has a total of $7,570. Wall base has a total of $1,680. Base installation has a total of $2,940, and freight and delivery has a total of $5,625. If you'll give me one moment, I will add these all up. I'm coming up with a grand total of $433,202. I will confirm that, though, as well after the meeting. And the final bid was directed directly to Roger Early. It is from Tiles in Style, LLC. They are at 697 Executive Drive, Willowbrook, Illinois, 60527. Again, it was directed to Mr. Early. I did confirm the date that it was received before it was time due, and it is a sealed bid within the envelope. They have included a bid bond, and their grand total is $254,843.45. Again, that is 254,843.45. And that concludes the bid opening, Mayor Ryan.
Okay. Is that for both complexes?
Yes.
Okay. That was like half the price of the one before. Okay. Thank you. So we'll move on to our officers' reports, starting with mine. Last week, just to keep everybody in the know, last week the Cook County Board of Commissioners unanimously approved Thursday a suburban resident, tenant, and landlord ordinance that was hailed by proponents as a victory for hundreds of thousands of renters without such protections, but condemned by real estate groups. The legislation cements regulations for landlords throughout the county, with the exceptions of Chicago, Evanston, and Mount Prospect, which already have such codes. Once it goes into effect in June, the entire county will have some form of an ordinance governing its leases. The bill's sponsors were Commissioners Scott Britton and Kevin Morrison, estimate about 245,000 suburban households will be affected by the change. Their proposal was based on Chicago's ordinance, which has existed since 1986, but months of revisions that include recent concessions to landlords softened some of the blow to the real estate industry. What they're saying is the proposal duplicates existing parts of Illinois law, such as prohibiting landlords from retaliating against complaints to government authorities or locking out tenants without proper eviction process. Unlike the rest of the ordinance, that provision goes into effect immediately. The legislation also prohibits landlords from charging late fees greater than $10 a month for the first $1,000 in rent, plus 5% per month for amounts more than $1,000. It outlines the procedure for landlords to evict renters and how renters can terminate leases. Security deposits will be limited to no more than 1.5 months' rent and must be returned within 30 days, and such payments cannot be disguised as move-in fees. Also, landlords will be given timelines to address upkeep of their properties and will be subject to lease terminations or losing rent should they miss the deadlines. For example, minor problems, defined as repairs that don't cost more than $500 or half a month's rent, whichever is greater, must be fixed in 14 days upon written notification, or the renter can fix it themselves and deduct the cost from their rent. They also say landlords who both operate and live inside a residential building with 6 or fewer units are not subject to this legislation. Neither are certain homeowners who are renting out a unit in a single-family home. Regardless of the cavernous gap between tenants' rights advocates and the real estate industry, both sides have agreed the pandemic has created a devastating housing crisis. So, yes, the new rules go into effect in June, and obviously empowering, well, it's not necessarily empowering, but obviously making landlords more accountable for the conditions of their properties. The other that came through my office just this morning is that Maria Pappas's office, she's the Cook County Treasurer, has announced the first payment installment for Cook County property taxes through May 3rd with no late fee. Thanks to the change in the law, property owners have 2 extra months to pay their first installment Cook County property tax bills without a late fee through May 3rd, 2021. Ms. Pappas said, while we hope and pray for better days ahead, the pandemic continues to test us. Pappas said this waiver of late fees offers some relief for thousands of homeowners and business people who are struggling to pay their bills. The Cook County Board of Commissioners in November waived for 2 months the 1.5% per month late fee on all 2020 taxes. Taxpayers can pay the first installment due March 2nd, 2021 without a late fee through May 3rd, 2021. Late fees will also be waived for 2 months of the second installment due later this year. So it's a nice relief for everyone. Tax bills should start arriving in mailboxes of the owners of about 1.8 million homes soon. Actually, I think I got mine over the weekend. And taxpayers should look at the front of the bill where the section called Taxing District Debt and Financial Data provides information for each taxing district, including money owed by your taxing districts, pension and health care amounts promised by your taxing districts, amount of pension and health care shortage, and then percentage of pension and health care cost taxing districts are able to pay. So we'll post this on our social media and website as well then, too. First item on your agenda this evening, number one, was to administer the oath of office to Joan Ross, Planning and Zoning Commissioner. It was I had put this on the agenda, and I couldn't confirm the exact time for Ms. Ross to be here. She had another commitment. We'll do this next week instead. I just talked to the clerk about that.
Okay.
So we'll move on to the clerk's report.
Thank you, Mayor Ryan. Approval of the December 2020 IDOT motor fuel tax allotment in the amount of $63,992.30. Approval of the minutes of the March 9th, 2020 committee meeting. Approval of the minutes of the March 30th, 2020 committee meeting. Approval of the minutes of the January 11th, 2021 committee meeting. And then, because we didn't have a clear copy included in the packet last week, we have the approval of the minutes of the May 28th, 2019 committee meeting that had been previously presented for approval back on October 13th of 2020. And then the presentation and approval of the last board meeting, which was on January 19th, 2021. And that is all, Mayor Ryan.
All right, thank you. The attorney's report, we have Mike Hankard tonight. Okay.
Excuse me, Mayor. Can I ask the attorney a couple of questions?
Sure.
There was a correspondence from an elected official that said supermajority vote was required for to vote against a unanimous decision made by the Planning and Zoning Commission. Is that true?
Yes.
That is true? All right.
Well, it depends. It's for a special use.
Oh, Mike, use that mic, please.
For a special use and a variation, the denial, a recommended denial by the zoning board can only be overturned by a 2/3 vote of the corporate authority, so you need 5 votes.
That's if every elected official is present?
Well, you 5 votes regardless.
All right. Those are the 2 questions. Thank you.
Yeah, it's of what they call, I looked at that just recently, it's of what they call a corporate authority, so that includes my desk too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Engineer's report, he's excused this evening. Public forum, did anyone in the audience have a question for the board this evening? Or wish to address the board? None? Standing committee reports, Finance and IT, Trustee McLaughlin.
First, I have a request for approval of a list of payroll dated January 29th, 2021, totaling $368,647.63. Next, I have a request for approval of accounts payable dated February 1st, 2021. From the recap, General Fund, $141,036.26. Road and Bridge, $6,964.46. MFT, $310,299.09. Pulaski Road Corridor TIF, $665.60. Water and Sewer, $14,414.12. Heritage, $46,950.43, for a grand total all funds of $520,329.96. And that's all I have this evening, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Fire Committee, Trustee Murphy.
I have approval of an ordinance amending Chapter 9 Fire Prevention and Protection, Article 3, Fire Prevention, Section 9 through 37, amendments, revisions, and changes of the municipal code of the Village of Alsip. Number 2, I have presentation and approval of the 2020 yearly National Fire Incident Reporting System monthly activity report. And third, I have presentation and approval of the Fire Prevention Bureau December 2020 monthly activity report. Fourth item is the Alsip Fire Department would like to thank Rob Lyons and his crew from B&R Towing. B&R has always been a great partner in providing vehicles for rescue training. Most recently, they provided the help to tow the ambulance to the station when the transmission caused it to break down, then towed it to the mechanic shop for repair. They also towed the fire engine to Station 2 that was donated by the Rashan family. The fifth item is On that subject, the Alsip Fire Department would like to thank the Rashan family for donating the first fire truck that the village bought back in 1958 to the fire department. Retired firefighter Mike Rashan, who passed away from COVID in June of 2020, had purchased the engine from a scrapyard in Arkansas almost 12 years ago in the hopes of restoring it. We hope to bring it back to fruition. Several members of the fire department who have experience in restoring vintage vehicles will be working on this project. We also want to wish congratulations to Miguel Lewis, our latest firefighter who was sworn in this past Thursday. And again, congratulations to him and his family. That's all I have, sir.
No problem. And just, Trustee Sina, it's Mike Ratchin, as how he pronounces that, but now we miss Mike, great guy. And look forward to, Chief, if you can put that fire truck back together, that'd be great. You know?
Yeah, hopefully it comes out like it was in the original, so that's what they're planning on, so.
No problem. Thank you. Next, Police and Traffic Safety, Trustee Delzall.
No presentations this evening, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to the Public Work and Boat Launch, Trustee Juarez.
I have an approval to receive bids at the February 16, 2021 Village Board meeting for the 2021 manhole rehabilitation located within the David Estates area, which has been established at the Village Inflow and Infiltration High Priority Area. The manhole repair contract will continue the village's effort to comply with the MWRD mandate to reduce inflow and infiltration throughout the village. Also, I cannot thank McFrader and the Public Works Department enough for all the work that you guys do. I know you guys are working hard all hours of the night, all day long, and we really, really appreciate you and everything that you guys do. You're welcome.
Mike, how many manholes do they have to address on that bid?
I want to say we were looking to do
400. Wow, okay. All right, thanks, Mike. Next, we have the Sewer and Water Report, Trustee Nava-Esparza.
Thank you. No report, Mayor.
Okay. Building and Health, Trustee Zelinski.
No report, Mayor.
All right. Human Resource and Insurance, Trustee Murphy.
No report this evening, Mayor.
Trustee, I will tell you, right before tonight's meeting, we had some interviews for the HR, and we actually might go back to SHRM. It's the HR Society, I guess you would. I'm not sure there's a technical term for it. I don't have it in front of me, but I'm going to look at a couple of fresh applications out of the area too. But we had a real good interview tonight with somebody. Just want to compare it. I just want a little more comparison. Next, we had Economic Development, Trustee Nava-Esparza.
Thank you. Just an update that I have. Today, IDPH health officials announced that Region 10, which is suburban Cook County, is on track to drop to Phase 4 mitigations Tuesday. So we shall see Tuesday if we'll transition into Phase 4. Also, there's a helpful website via the State of Illinois Coronavirus Response, task force, where you can view vaccine locations, vaccine eligibility, region status, and also testing sites that are available to State of Illinois residents. And another thing I'd like to mention is thank you, Mayor Ryan, for including me in communication in regards to potential businesses that are interested to want to locate here in Alsip. And I think given the pandemic and the current economic situation, it's still great to see businesses that are interested in locating. We just need to find a space for them. So that's some great and positive news to share. Thank you. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Village Properties, Trustee McLaughlin.
All right, well, as we heard earlier, we just had the bid opening for the new carpeting, which we've been anxiously waiting for at both complexes, and we're looking forward to getting those bids awarded and the work started. And that's all I have.
Ordinance and Legislation, Trustee Zelinski.
No report this evening, Mayor.
Planning and Zoning and Licenses, Trustee Juarez.
I have an approval to adopt the recommendations and findings of the Planning and Zoning Commission in case number 2021-01-S-100 and deny the application for special use in relation thereto. And I also have an approval of a list of licenses dated January 11th, 2021 through January 21st, 2021. And if I may, Mayor, I just have a few concerns that some of the residents have sent us. I have a petition signed with 459 signatures from the residents asking that we not allow the crematory to come here to the village. And I also have some letters from residents also asking the same. And their concerns were that having it here, that could potentially bring air pollution, even though there's an EPA regulation, that there's not to say that it's going to be 100%, I'm sorry. On this, it's not to say it's not going to cause some levels of air pollution or smell in our community. Particulates go in the air no matter how great they say their scrubs are. Everything is not always 100%. This brings absolutely no economic benefit to the community in any way, shape, or form, none. It doesn't provide at least 15 to 20 jobs, good-paying jobs, and it's not generating any additional tax refund for the community. It's literally just going to be a building that may cause pollution and cremates bodies with no long benefit to the community. This process did go through planning and zoning, and like I said, I'm backing the residents and the Planning and Zoning Commission. You know, the reason we send it to Planning and Zoning is to hear, so they can hear the case and see if there's any benefit. And we rely on Planning and Zoning to give a recommendation after they do their due diligence. And this is why I think, and the residents think, that we have to stand by the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Committee, and their recommendation at this time is to deny the application. That's all, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Did anyone have any presentations, petitions, or communications? I had one, Chief. I wanted to say thanks for having myself and Chair of Fire out to the firehouse last week to swear in new firefighter Matt Moss. Always a great experience when you have somebody from the community who is now a member of the, our services, fire department in this case, then too. Matt seems like a really great young man, and hope he's got a long future with us yet too.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I hope he does.
Yeah. And as Trustee Nava-Esparza said too, I didn't have that in my regular report, but I'm working with quite a few businesses right now that want to come into town. Trustee Nava-Esparza is our economic development chair, so I do, I certainly will share some ideas. A lot of stuff isn't quite concrete yet. Everybody's looking for a little bit of financial help. Originally they didn't have to, but our taxes are a little bit higher and stuff, so the guys are looking for, so I'm negotiating some deals with, proposing ideas that they can bring back to us, let's put it that way. So as soon as we hear more, I'll share more with the board, but there's nothing to share at this time. They're all speaking with their tax attorneys and whatnot and see what they can do to bring some business to our community. So did anyone wish to remove anything from the consent agenda? Then can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
I'm sorry, this would be a motion to establish.
I'm sorry, establish, right.
And Trustee McLaughlin was the first and Trustee Juarez was the second?
Yes.
Correct, thank you. Roll call number 1 to establish the consent agenda. Trustee Dalzell.
Yes.
Trustee Zelinski.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez.
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Nava-Esparza.
Yes.
Motion carries to establish the consent agenda.
All right, thank you. A motion and a second, please, to approve the consent agenda as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call number 2 to approve the consent agenda. Just recapping a couple of items. Letter G is in George's approval of a list of payroll dated January 29th, 2021, totaling $368,647.63. Letter H is in Henry is approval of a list of accounts payable dated February 1st, 2021, totaling $520,329.96. Letter I is in Indigo is approval of an ordinance amending Chapter 9, Fire Prevention and Protection, Article 3, Fire Prevention, Section 9 to 37, amendments, revisions, and changes of the municipal code of the Village of Alsip will now be known as ordinance number 2021-02-1. Again, this is roll call number 2 to approve the consent agenda. Trustee Delzell.
Yes.
Trustee Zelinski.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez.
Yes.
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navis Sparza.
Yes.
Motion carries to approve the consent agenda.
All right, did anyone have any unfinished business? Any new business? And can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And we'll adjourn this meeting at 8:01 PM. Thank you for attending, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the rest of your evening, too. Thank you.